Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. So carrying on from yesterday where I made these tags, which is just sort of like decoupage and some napkins. I was going to leave them and put them in my stash, but I wanted to still have a play, so I thought I would make like a little well, sort of like a little journal folder to put them in. Now the battery went on my camera, so I've had to order another one. So while that was waiting to be delivered, I made this little sort of folder, really simple. It's 2 sheets of coffee stain paper. Now I've cut them 8.5 by 8.5, and I've just stuck them together and sewed around the outside. So it's quite thin. I've used 160 gram paper. And so that's just a nice little folder. I've also got some little sheets of paper. I don't want this to be too big because I'm going to pop the tags either side. So I have just got 3 pieces of paper. Again, I've just cut them the same, just a little bit smaller, but obviously they are 8.5 here, but just slightly smaller widthways so that they won't stick out when they're folded. So I'm just going to pop that inside like that. And then what I was thinking, I did have some, now this is vellum. Now I've taken 4 sheets of vellum, 4 little squares. They're just slightly bigger one way than the other way. So I wanted to make 4 pockets. So I've just taken these, let me just measure. I've only got my big ruler here. So that is 3 3/4 and by 3.5. So in centimetres, that is roughly 9 centimetres by 9.5 centimetres. So you want to do it long ways, but again, do it however you like. But I've got some vellum ones because I wanted to be able to see the tag. So I'm just making some little pockets to go in there. Now I'm going to do the top one first, like that. So what I would do is I'd pop that on, stick the pocket down, pop another tag like that, and then stick that down. I think it probably goes this way, like that. So we've got 2 little pockets like that. Really, really simple. And then the same on this side, and then just 3 little bits of writing paper in the middle, which I'm going to staple in instead of sewing them in. Right, let's just pop those to the side for a second, because what I'm going to do as well, I think I might have to, and let me see, I've got the envelope that I made as well, if I can remember what I was doing, which is the little envelope, and I've got another little tag inside. So what I'm going to do with this, I'm going to use this as just another little extra to pop a tag in on the outside. And then I've got a little bit of seam binding here, which I'm just going to attach and tie it as a little bow to close it, so that would open up. But what I want to do is just decoupage the outside cover. But what I think I might do is first is pop this in, because what I want to do, if I want to staple that in, I need to, let's open that up. I want to pop this on because I want to stick this side down and then decoupage over the top, and then we've got this to open up. So I want to obviously pop this in. Now let me find my stapler, which is hiding back here, like that. Just pop them like this. Now, what did I do with my rubber? I have found a little pink rubber. This one will do. I don't know where my other little purple one's gone. But I'm going to pop this on here again. I'm going to turn it over, pop my rubber down, take my stapler, and just, so if you haven't got a big stapler, just open up a normal little one, and you want to staple into something like a rubber, or something which your staple will go into easily. pop that down like that, and there we go. Push that up through. Take something, where's my little pokey tool, here we go, and then just push these down like that. Perfect. So that is our pages that are in. So now we can open it up, and then these can be hidden, I hope. There we go. So once the envelope's on, it hides the little staples in there. So that's perfect. So shall I stick that on first, or shall I? Yeah, I think I will. I'm going to stick this down. Stick it down with some tacky glue in here, all the way around, like this. Put this on, pop it so it's sort of in the middle, like that, so it folds up nicely, and that just opens up like that, which is a perfect. So that just, and then we can just decoupage over the top of this, which is a perfect. Okay, let's put all these little bits back together. Oops, put the little spring back in. Okay, now I've got a few bits and pieces here from what I was using to make the tags with, so I'm going to just open that up. I'm going to stick something on here. Let's start with this. Let's put this on here. Make sure I'm in view. So let's put this down here. I think it's just a little bit too long. So just pop these along here. So I hope you gave it a go with the decoupage tags yesterday, because they're quite simple, and it's quite a nice way to use your napkins. Get your napkins back out again. I did have a lady say to me that I covered up the pretty papers underneath. So obviously, as you're sticking things down and layering them up, you will cover up a certain amount of stuff. That is what collaging and decoupaging and things like that do. But I like that. When you first start doing this type of thing, you do tend to try and keep everything so you can see it. But as you get on, you do a lot more. It doesn't matter that you are covering up pretty things underneath, because I think that gives you a good depth to your work. And I think as you start doing it more, you'll realise that you will get more from your work by actually covering things up. I know that sounds a bit funny, but you can see underneath, you can see all the bits underneath, and I think it looks really, really lovely. Under here you can see the flowers that are under there as well, so it gives it a good, real good sort of almost three-dimensional look to it. And I also went over the top of these to protect them with some matte medium. So any matte medium that you've got, you can put over the top, and you can also use some Mod Podge as well, and just give a layer of that. But I do find the Mod Podge, it just sometimes it stays sticky, so I do like to use the matte medium over the top. I think it gives her a sort of a better protection, and it stops everything peeling off. So I'm going to pop that on there. So the more you do sort of decoupage and collaging and things like that, you don't worry about covering things up. If you don't want to cover things up, don't put your nice papers underneath. Keep them for the top so that they will look pretty. But if you've got sort of like leftover bits of paper, then I don't think it really matters. Because you need to use them up anyway, I think. So let's just stick this on here. Use a bit of glue stick down here. Put this on. Just like that. think this is such a pretty napkin. I have been sent lots and lots of my napkins from my mother-in-law in the UK. She's used to send me lots and lots. So I have a really, really good supply of napkins. She used to go out and find me lots of different ones. So that's where I get a lot of mine from. And you can also pick them up from shops. All sorts of different shops sell napkins. Even supermarkets sell them. So keep your eye out for some pretty napkins. So I'm not going to actually add too much to that one. It needs to have something here though, doesn't it, I think? What shall we have? Shall we have a little bit of green? Put that one there, and then I could find just a little bit of book paper, I think, just to finish that off. So let's just stick this just like that, and let's have a look in my little pot here. There we go, that will do. Nice little piece of just book paper down here. Put that on. Perfect. Lovely. So that will fold over like that, make sure we don't stick everything down. And then we shall do this side. What shall we have on here? Let's have just some bits like this. Just don't think about it, just get all your little bits of paper out and just sort of stick them on. It's so nice to be back into my craft room, having a little play. So much I want to do, so many things that I want to do, that you get sort of confused. Well, I do. I want to do so much that I end up doing nothing, or just playing with all the bits that I have on my desk. So I need to get back into a routine, start doing things. But my garden is just an absolute mess at the moment, because we've had a few storms while I've been away, and it's been raining and a bit of a not too good weather. So I think probably at the weekend I will go out there and have a bit of a tidy up, get a bit of fresh air if it doesn't rain. We've had beautiful weather at the moment though, absolutely gorgeous. But I will get there. I'll get Andy out in the garden with me, do a bit of tidying up. There we go. Let's have a little bit of book paper on here. Let's just tear this piece down there, and then the little bit of napkin over the top, and I think that will probably be it for the back or for the cover. These are lovely little things to make for little gifts, especially now Christmas is coming up. You can make lots of these lovely little things to pop into people's little parcels. What am I doing? Just like a little extra gift, which is nice. Put that down. There we go. Don't worry if it's not stuck down completely, because if you're going to go over it with a little bit of matte medium or a little bit of Mod Podge, or you can even go over it with any sort of like white glue, just water it down just a little bit and you'll pop it on there, and it will just give it a nice little protection over the top. So I'm going to just leave that like that. I might have to get my heat gun on that just to not make it so sticky. I'm just going to quickly see if I can wipe that off. I think I just went over just a little bit too much with the glue. That's it. Okay, perfect. So that is the cover, and I think that looks really nice. So I'm going to pop a little tag in there, like that. Nice little hidden tag we can pop in there, so that front looks great. Tie a little bit of ribbon around there, and that's perfect. So now we are going to add the pocket. So it's only 6 little pages in there, but I think that's just enough. So these I've just sewn around on the sewing machine, but again, you don't have to use vellum or tracing paper. You can use whatever you like. You could decoupage another bit of paper and make little pockets. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to stick that down on here. I'm going to use some Fabri-Tac for this one. Just a little bit around, oh, is it stuck? Just a little bit around the top. Make sure I've got the right way round, because one of them is a little bit shorter than the other. So it's this way. So I need to do this here. Just a little bit around the edge. Like that. I'm going to stick this, I'll pop that down there so we know where to go. Let's take that out. Perfect. Put that down. I'm going to take the other one. That's the right size. So just line it up with the bottom piece here. So it's level at the bottom. I'm not going to add any lace or fabric or anything. I just want this to be quite a simple little sort of folder. Just an easy one that you can use, but again, please embellish them. If you're making one, you embellish it however you like. Add lots of bits and pieces. You can actually probably do a bit of decoupage over this bit. Let's stick you down. Okay. Now we want this side. Which way? This way, I think. Again, let's pop that over the top so we have a guide to where we're going to stick. Pop this down like that. Pop that on there. Pop that down. Lovely. Taking the tag out because I don't want to get glue all over it. And then we will put the last little one. Look, I'm sticking to the table because I didn't dry that glue properly. And just stick this one down. A little bit of glue, putting a little Fabri-Tac. It also sort of like seals in your little bit of sewing in there as well. Especially on the corner, just make sure it doesn't undo. Oops, glue on there. Okay. Perfect. Let's hope that they are stuck down properly, not stuck to the table. Okay, we have a little pocket in here. Look, I've got glue everywhere, so do be careful. Little pocket there, which looks really lovely. Got the little pocket there, and we've got the little pocket there. Don't think that one's quite dry. Just hold that down for a minute. Perfect. So there we go, guys. That's your lovely little folder, and I think that is just so pretty. It's just got a few bits on that. I will go over it with a little bit of the matte medium as well, just to sort of like put a little coating on it, just a protective coating on there. You've got your little tag in there, So this is a really nice, simple little tag journal. I've got a little bit of seam binding here, which I will just pop on there and make a little bow. So there we go. That's a nice start to getting back into doing some crafting, so I think that's really, really lovely. Alright guys, well thank you so much for joining me. Please don't forget that tomorrow I have a collaboration video coming out for Bella, Rach and Bella Crafts. So I am letter S, so please do tune in for that tomorrow and you'll be seeing what I've been making. Alright guys, thank you, take care, have a fantastic rest of the day, stay safe, and I'll see you soon. Bye guys.